One.
And hello, everybody. No, you're not supposed to say the one. The one is always silent. Like that's how you know it's a professional, high quality production. Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 16
Really?
of the Adventures of Agerheim. I'm your DM Brad, joined today by all of my players, and we are going to get right into the action with our typical recap of what happened last time and this week, delivering the recap in splendid fashion. I'm sure he's incredibly well prepared. It is none other than Drake. So, if you would please take it away and tell us what happened last time.
What's this? What is this story called again? Like this group, Agerheim? Is that our name?
It's the Aegyrian Adventurers Guild, specifically.
Okay.
The party
Last
is
time.
called Band of Friedrich.
I mean, you guys
Right.
haven't made
Band of
like a
Friedrich.
party name or anything.
True.
Band of
Uh,
Friedrich.
Last time, yeah, that's not our name. Definitely not. But last time on our fun adventure, we started off mid dungeon because the time before that we had finally discovered the sword, and upon somebody grabbing it, it triggered an angry ghost man who proceeded to try to take the sword from us last session. He did at one point take it, and we got it back. Lots of holding it and keeping it away from him, and then eventually tying it to the movable rod and playing move the rod 30 feet, press the rod again. Which is interesting. The ghost decided to get a little bit upset with us after he couldn't get the sword back, so he started beating every living crap out of us. I rode the horse pretty much the whole time, which was ideal. Upon getting to the stairs, everyone was getting beat up pretty bad. We kind of went up there one at a time, and I stayed back for a little bit while the horse climbed its way up the stairs in disassembled fashion. I almost got knocked the fuck out, but I am a half orc, hooray! And I got upstairs with everybody else. We were all licking our wounds and telling the other bard that he should not judge the way we retrieve our treasure, just accept that we have it now. Because he was awful judgy of us not killing the ghost.
Very judgy.
Very judgy. And
Yes, if he wanted that thing killed, he can go and kill it himself.
he was like, I'm going to go down there. Yeah. There was just some discussion about what to do next. We had talks of like going back in to look for more treasure, or going to just deal with the dragon, or going back to Axholm to talk with the people. We ended up, I think, deciding to go back to Axholm and communicate with the villagers there, let them know what's going on, let them know, hey, the mayor was a slime. He's dead.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to have it hold an emergency election.
Drake, you shouldn't judge the dead so harshly.
You're not wrong. He was a slime ball, though, for real.
Yeah, wasn't like a real person.
Mm-hmm. Figuratively and literally a slime. But no, yeah, pretty much all we did was manage to wrestle the sword free of this place and survive. And now we are currently traveling back to Axholm. I think you said we're going to get there safely, but I don't remember for sure. But we are on the way.
I think we got there safely.
Yes, so I think we basically pick up, the 2 days later or whatever, like a couple days have passed, and we kind of see this scene basically coming in the fortress, the dwarven fortress, like carved into the mountainside. You guys are coming up from the the north towards the entrance. You could see that there has been some like work done around the outside, some like extra kind of like perimeter kind of like erected. You see these very crude kind of like wooden palisade that's been built in front over the past like few days. Obviously very hastily constructed, still in progress, from what it seems like. Not a lot of trees for lumber in this area, so it's obvious that they're kind of making do with what they have, what they brought from Phandalin. But they've constructed a sort of little kind of outer area and seem to have like begun like cleaning and taking over this fortress. You can see there's, like I say, probably like shy of like 1,000 people or something here. So it's quite packed. Obviously, the fortress itself couldn't quite hold that many, so there's some like spillover. But as you arrive, you can see there are a couple of basically like militia guards. Vandalin didn't really have a guard force to say, so there's just like a couple of like volunteer guards that are like holding a position, peasants with their crude spears and whatnot, that kind of see you as you approach, and they just wave you through, knowing who you are, like having seen you before. They kind of like wave you through, and yeah, you arrive there. San Crisanos is obviously with you, as you kind of like arrive back, and he kind of like marvels around, and he says, "It is amazing what human industry is capable of doing to ruin a perfectly good dwarven fortress."
I look at him and then I like ignore him and walk towards the fortress. I've had enough of his color commentary.
You can stay outside if you don't like it.
He says, aye, well, my sentiments beside on historical preservation and whatnot. He says, I would like a good, safe place to sleep at night. So, I think I will have to put my disgruntled opinions behind me, I suppose. Right, well, I am going to avail myself of the facilities here and take a look around. So, I bid you adieu for now, and best of luck to you in tracking down the dragon. And he says,
Later, bro.
And he says,
Unless the dragon finds us first.
and he
Got
sort
an
of,
A chance.
kind of like gives you this like back of the hand wave as he's kind of like walking away.
Have fun, don't die.
Yeah, and he kind of like waltzes off.
Have fun. You cannot necessarily follow the second part of the advice.
Imagine just
Fucking
being like
savage.
such a psychopath that you're just like, yeah, just die. Just go and die. Anyways, so yeah, you
it's
guys,
not exactly safe out there.
you guys have arrived here at Axholm. You can see that there is like this large tent that has obviously been set up from probably like the supplies of whatever like general store or whatever. There's this big pavilion tent that has been set up basically as a crude like medical facility essentially. You can see there are a number of like cots lined inside, and like injured people from the attack still sort of recovering there. But other than that, you can see people are kind of going about making what repairs they can to the dwarven structure. A lot of it is a little bit above their heads, just in terms of like the engineering of it all. But they're doing what they can to make themselves at home and kind of fortify the place. And yeah, you guys have.
We should maybe look for, what's his name again? Oh, there you go. Falcon. And the potions lady. I think they sort of assumed leadership.
I think so too.
Yeah, Falcon and the lady who makes potions. I don't remember her name.
We'll call her Potion Lady.
I call her a lady that was out in the middle of nowhere with a freaking like manicore on her doorstep or something.
Oh, her? Yeah.
Only a bit of a manticore infestation.
just a wee.
That was just one.
Just a wee bit of a manicore infestation. It's fine. Yeah. So you ask around basically about where they are located, and very quickly you are kind of pointed to what was once the throne room of this place, where you encountered several dwarven ghouls. But you can see that the place has been sort of like reconstructed into almost like a war room, quote unquote, without like actually being like a like there's a war going on, but it's obvious like this is like a meeting place where people kind of come to discuss things. You can see that there is several people here when you arrive. You notice Falcon is here, as well as God, what's her name again?
You don't remember her either.
I don't remember either. I have to
Something
open,
with an A.
Hey, but he has the cheat sheet.
I have a cheat sheet. It's a Dabra. Yeah, it's a Dabra.
Yeah, I never would have guessed that.
Is Fior
Honestly.
there?
Why do you like her so much?
She's the only one that talked to me.
Hey, what does it make us?
You'd have
No
to do it out of
one?
obligation, though. She did that because she wanted to.
Wow.
Keep telling yourself that.
Wow,
Yes.
okay.
So, let me see here. Yeah, so you see Falcon, you see Dabra, you also see a couple of the people, like the people from the Adventurers Guild. Fiora is among them. There's a couple of others that seem to be there, and there's also like some of the other people from like Phandalin. There's oh god, what's his face? There we go. There's Barthen from the provision, Elmer Barthen, from like the provisions store.
All right, we did a delivery for him.
There's a human woman who looks to be about like middle aged, whom you never really met. You're not really sure. She looks like well-to-do, like a merchant of some sort. And there's also like they appear to be like like a couple of like halflings who again you never really like met like around town. But they also seem to be sort of like well-to-do, and you see like this collection of people basically is kind of discussing around the table as you arrive, and basically they all like stop as you like enter, and your presence is announced, and kind of just like wait
Yes,
for
the
you
most
to...
important people are finally here.
Wait for you to yeah, state your business.
Well, hello everyone.
We bring news! I hold up the sword triumphantly. I'll, hang on, give me a second
Just
here.
don't do
Give me
it too threateningly.
I hold it up into the air triumphantly, Brad. I cast dancing lights, so the lights dance around the tip of the blade, you know, sort of circling around it from base to tip, and
Don't
say,
forget to billow your cloak.
I billow my
Yes,
cloak, yes.
the billowing cloak.
Yep. I cast
bird calls in the
staff of
background.
bird calls to make it sound like an eagle's victorious cry, and say and proclaim boldly and to all, the dragon-slaying sword of legend has been reclaimed.
I think everybody just starts clapping because they have no idea what else to do. they're just like clapping and like looking towards the other people. Like,
I take a bow, deep bow. Thank you.
and yeah, I think
He actually does have a point. We did retrieve the sword.
Deborah sort of steps forward and she sort of says, "You say that this is a sword that can slay a dragon, then?"
Precisely.
Yes, want to test it out?
It's done it before, apparently.
And it's magic. This magic is strong.
And Falcon sort of like thinks for a moment. He says, I do remember some stories about a aged dragon slayer in these parts." He says, to think that the sword was actually real. He says, perhaps with this, we might stand a chance." And he kind of like turns to the others. And he says, perhaps we need not hole ourselves here until the dragon grows tired of us. Perhaps there is another option. And everybody starts like kind of whispering amongst each other, you know, like, oh, what could he mean? What could he mean?
Playing the beast!
And he says, he turns to like the lot of you, and he says, "It is clear that you have accomplished much since you first journeyed here. I have heard, since I arrived, back in town after having been helped by you. He says, I have heard much about your exploits here. He says, perhaps you would be willing to accept one final mission.
Speak it.
We are kind of
Depends.
They mean yes.
We mean exactly that. It depends.
He says, though this fortress is well secured, and we have enough provisions to last us a while, we do not wish to live the rest of our lives in a crumbling ruin. He says,
you could always rebuild it.
And he sort of says, that is a bit more of a momentous task than perhaps you realize. We are no match for the engineers of Eld. He says, it would be hard-pressed to reconstruct this place to even a facsimile of its former glory, and usefulness, for that matter. And he says, no. What we would propose is this. You have a sword that can slay a dragon, purportedly. We would ask that you find and slay this dragon once and for all.
My cloak continues to billow. I, Friedrich, no last
I'm
name.
standing there looking skeptical.
Do you know where it
Honest and
is?
dragon.
Down to party with the dragon. A blood party.
Yeah, so I think, you asked that, Falcon and Adabra, it's kind of like shake their heads. They obviously like lived outside of town, so they didn't have as much like contact with the effects of the dragon and whatnot. But you see, like the group of Adventurers Guild like employees basically, who are currently like representing the guild, in the absence of the guild master, who's out of town basically. They step forward and say that no, they do not know exactly where the dragon is lairing. They only know that it lies most likely somewhere in the eastern portion of the nearby mountains, an area known as the Icespire Peaks. But they do not know specifically where upon those peaks.
So we must slay this dragon of the ice. Roll credit.
Roll credits, yeah.
Icespire.
Returning in season 2.
They did it. They said the thing. Yes.
Icespire Peaks. Where is that?
So
Let's look
To
at
the
the map.
east.
yes,
Where
it
in the
is-
east?
It is. It's a sizable
Where is
area.
east?
What is east?
What is
Is
east?
this east?
Actually,
Where-
it's not east. It's west. I'm sorry. This map is.
Oh
Actually
my fucking
backwards.
god!
I forgot that this map is actually backwards because I ignore the compass in the top right. It's backwards. It's wrong. It's to the
Oh,
west.
there you go.
So
Wait, it's backwards? How does that happen?
because I wrote one thing with my lore document and then looked at the map and it said another thing, and I was like, well.
Oh, yeah.
And you had to flip the map. Okay.
So the map hasn't been flipped, but it is actually like direction wise should be flipped. So yeah, the Icespire Peaks is basically like this section of the mountain here.
We've been holding the map upside down this whole time.
Yeah, you've just been it's
I told you
been
guys you should have let
miraculous that
Friedrich
you've
hold it.
actually gone where you're supposed to go.
Hang on, Brad, I got you. Hang on, give me a second here. Alright, and then text tool, W,
He's changing.
Oh, are
them.
you?
There you
There you
go,
go.
buddy.
Totally, yeah.
Have you ever been so bad at directions that you can get somewhere using an upside down map?
I'm
Alright.
not.
Unfortunately, I don't have moss green hair.
Yeah, I'm not Zorro. Sorry.
F, dude. Yeah, so that is generally the area in which they believe the dragon is lairing. Somewhere in there.
In this area, right?
No, in this area over here.
Oh.
I mean, it does say Icespire Peak. So.
It does now.
Yes, a sort of a general tip.
Now that I think about it, we should have noticed this at the very start.
What do you
I
mean?
guess we're just not very bright.
I mean, it wasn't visible on the map until I just
Oh,
made
really?
it visible.
Yeah, he just made it
Oh.
visible.
Yeah.
Brad and his, confounded map manipulation skills. Also known as moving stuff to the map player.
All right.
He's a witch.
Layers.
Mhm.
Burner.
So they want us to go kill a dragon,
That
down.
would be what they would request of you. Yes.
and they're gonna pay us a whole bunch of money.
Will they?
They
Falcon
will,
gonna come with us.
shower you
To hit
with
2
praise
shots.
and gratitude.
And go.
Yeah, I mean
They're
they'll
not gonna give us anything.
they can't really obviously all their stuff is back in the town. So
Okay,
they don't-
sure, but
they
if
don't
we get the dragon, shouldn't they give us
they
a lot
don't-
of freaking stuff because we literally risked our lives to fight a dragon for their sake?
So they'll say a couple of things basically. So they'll offer a reward. They just don't know how much they have available right now, really, to give.
Mhm.
They might have to request through the Adventurers Guild. They might have to request funds to be transferred in to pay for this.
Yeah.
Also, it's a dragon, and they like
Mhm.
gathering lots of treasure unto themselves. So
Well, that's a plus, but that's not payment.
Can we also
due.
sell the dragon scales or something? Is there some weird mystical potion people believe in, or
if someone hired me to clean off their roof and I found a winning lottery ticket, that's not my payment. They still owe me.
You guys are such
Money.
loot gremlins, honestly. Actual gremlins.
actual gremlins.
I suppose
I
this
mean,
is
I'm
who you
kind of
travel
slaying
with.
this dragon, but
No, that's the thing. There's
You
gonna be
don't
loot,
understand. They're gonna pay you in exposure. All right, your name is gonna be in
Oh
the
my God.
newspapers. Everybody's gonna know about you. All right,
That's-
it'll build your audience.
But
Your-
our credit score is gonna go
Oh.
up.
Oh, so that's why Friedrich is doing it for the audience.
We're just doing it because he has this sword and he wants to try it
Friedrich
out.
is a clout chaser. All right, confirmed.
Have we been to Butterskull Ranch?
Yes.
yes.
Yes,
You're right.
Isn't
don't
that
you
where the
remember the
orcs were,
cow?
cow or something?
The cow's
And
our
that
best
guy
friend.
that was the only one that was left alive? Or was that another place?
I don't remember Butterskull Ranch. Maybe I've
It
been
was,
there.
Don't
I
you
just don't-
remember the
No,
keys in the form of
was he
skulls?
here?
Or
Were
no,
you
that was
there?
not
You may-
him.
you may have been
COVID-
You may have been coveted at that point. It's possible.
I have not had the vid. I've been sick, but I've not had the vid.
Yeah, I think that was when Sub stayed home.
Dang.
I can't remember why.
Yeah, it was when you weren't here. I think it was because of moving job stuff or something.
Something like that.
Oh yeah,
Real-
probably.
Real life stuff.
But no, I was just like, where the hell is Butterskull? Anyway,
And
yeah.
don't you remember
Butterskull
the
Ranch, home of the
orcs
famous Butterskull.
sacrificing people in the basement?
No, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
I-
Yeah.
I was not there for. I mean, I was there for orcs. They weren't in the basement; they were in that mansion.
Not for all of the orcs.
I was in the. I was there for the woodland manse.
There's been a lot of.
I believe that
ones.
was the place where I went all solid snake and killed 3 dudes on my own.
Oh, yeah, I definitely wasn't there for that.
Yeah.
Every time you go out by
Oh,
yourself,
it
when I'm
is
there,
known
you're
as
dying.
moment of glory.
Yeah, I one thing I've witnessed Nona going off by herself is getting eaten alive by giant mosquitoes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Sounds like a
that's
great
the
fate.
works that happen afterwards.
Anyway,
Say so. Mhm.
Yes,
To Icespire,
anyway.
Yeah, they
I've never climbed a mountain before. How do we get up there?
well, this is we do have some supplies, climbers kits, you can use to help guide your way up the peaks. I must say I'm not exactly a professional mountain climber myself either. He says,
Do we have one?
Do you know
in-
someone who is?
Yeah, in the village.
and sort of like thinks for a moment, and he sort of says, there were some dwarves that came here not too long ago that claimed to be treasure hunters of some sort. He says, they're probably accustomed to such traversal methods.
Was it those
We
guys
might
that
as well.
were at the excavation site with the slimes? I don't know about that. I
Probably
wasn't there.
that.
Gordon
You
was
died.
Sug didn't
Yeah.
exist at that point.
Sug existed.
No,
Just
he
wasn't
literally
there.
popped into existence when Gordon died.
Pling.
That's how it works. Don't you know, this is like it's an
Also, we
it's an
should
isekai.
probably
You just, like,
visit that
spontaneously-
shrine.
See. But yeah, we could talk to the dwarves. Get some
Oh,
climbers, get some-
we should maybe ask them about the shrine the bard friend mentioned.
Yeah.
It might be a clue since we decided to go ahead with the dragon slaying business. Oh, and guys, bad news for you, I suppose. Your mayor is a slime.
We slew
Or
him.
was a slime.
What? Like
You-
collectively, just from like everybody who is there, they all just go like, "What?"
We found
so-
the mayor's corpse in his house, and we found a creature masquerading as him. It was some
Which
kind
turned
of,
out to be an evil slime, and we
yeah.
got rid of that as well.
You're
So,
welcome.
sorry for your mayor.
I know this is not the best timing for this, but he was dead for a while.
Adabra sort of says, I see. That is unfortunate. I do not doubt the veracity of your claims. He says, so, unfortunately, there
Well,
is
you
no
can check for
time-
yourself when you get back to your homes and places.
There is no time to mourn for him now. Things must be done.
Didn't you guys want to warn the people about the guy who showed up and said, I've been behind everything because of boredom?
Yeah.
We'll save that for later.
There was no point because they wouldn't necessarily be able to recognize him anywhere.
Oh yeah, forget that I said that, guys who are in here.
Yes, you just started in your head and then
Yeah, you're
remembered
just
that
talking
yes,
out
we
of character.
already had this
No, I was.
conversation.
Sug was asking that in character. I was like, no, we're not going to tell him.
Also, inquiring about Ramo's shrine, if I'm not mistaken.
Ramo.
Yeah, I mean, what do you say?
Well,
How do you ask?
I'd like to know if the people who've lived here locally long enough have heard the rumor of that shrine and where exactly it would be located, and more importantly, what sort of powers it's supposed to have.
Most of the people kind of like, look between each other, seeing like,
At each other and saying, you know what?
Do you know anything about the Shrine of Ramu? Do you? I've never heard of this shrine. But as this is kind of going on, again, there's like maybe like a dozen people here or so. So there's like some side like whispering and conversations. But Adabra, she sort of steps forward, and she says, I am aware of the place. I have heard about it before. Never visited myself, but I knew a fellow that once oversaw the place. Well, that was before it was abandoned and overrun. And he says, I'm not sure what power it might yet hold, but Saint Ramu is the patron deity of knowledge and visions and the like. He says, perhaps there is ought to be gained from traveling there. But it will not be a simple matter.
Why not?
And she sort of says, the place was abandoned maybe a decade ago. Um,
Why?
There was a nearby town. Um, it came under attack by a force of orcs that had been driven from the mountains. By something. She says, the town was occupied and the people fled to the shrine for protection. But unfortunately, the shrine too came under a siege, and they were forced to abandon it.
Any chance that overseer friend of yours is around?
I am afraid that he went back to his homeland after having been driven out. I think he was called back by his brotherhood, whatever it is that they call themselves.
A flock. So we either go blundering to the seaside or to the mountains. What a lovely choice. I say we go to the seaside. By the way, which season is it
So
in
currently,
the?
Seasons.
I mean, it's called because Ice Dragon, but normally, what would it be if things proceeded as intended?
Seasonally, the world basically actually has like 6 seasons, each sort of associated with one of the elements. So currently, at this point in time, it is, I believe, yeah, it's probably like the what would be called like the cycle of water, where basically it's like like rainy season basically. Like it rains a lot and it kind of like that, which would then lead into kind of like Earth, which would be it's very dry and kind of cold, and then following that is like ice when it's like actual like winter, at that point in time.
Okay, not much of a choice. I don't care either way then.
Yeah, it's currently like the rainy season basically.
I'm good either way as well.
I
don't
take
really
back my suggestion about going to the seaside.
mind.
So, what do you guys want to do?
I'm fine with whatever.
And yeah, so Adabra sort of also like keys in and like sort of says, for what it's worth, there is also rumor that the locals of the forgotten town brought all of their belongings to the shrine and stored their wealth there, and it has since been lost. If those sorts of things
I
interest you.
see. He's just trying to entice us.
Hmm.
Mm.
Does anyone
It's
have a
easier to
preference?
make our way to the. It's easier to make our way to the shrine. We don't have to climb.
Suppose we can go to
Down
the
with-
shrine first then.
I'm down with not climbing.
We all remember how climbing to the chimney to this dwarven fortress ended for us.
I was fine.
Were you?
Although I would like to find these dwarves and see if they'll be able to help us. Dwarves know how to climb, right?
Hopefully.
Depends. Depends if they're climbing dwarves or digging dwarves.
They looked like digging dwarves.
Oh, they might.
And even if they were the climbing kind, they'd probably climb downwards.
Yeah, but climbing down is a lot like climbing up, sort of. Just in the opposite direction.
Okay.
It's a strange way of looking at it, but I can't disagree.
Mm.
I mean, I would say it's a pretty similar skill set to like climb down a surface than it is to climb up it. Unless you're just falling, in which case it's very easy, and then usually very quick, and then it ends painfully. Anyways, so I guess the decision is yours. Which way you want to head in?
Let's look up those dwarves first. Maybe they have some digging,
Dwarves it
climbing,
is.
not falling advice.
All right. So I guess you say that. Yeah, and then one last sort of thing before you leave. One of the merchants from the town kind of like stops you as you're leaving. The group has kind of like adjourned basically, so you're kind of like gathered around. He like stops you as you're going to like leave the room as you're making your way out, and he says, "Listen, friends," he says, "you've done a lot for this town, and there is something I'd like you to do for me on the side, perhaps, if you're interested."
Who's this talking?
How much?
It's like one of the merchants. I think it's the the woman that you didn't like recognize.
Oh, okay.
She sort of says,
Let's hear it.
says, "Well, I am able to offer you, perhaps, say, a sum of 500 gold, if you were to just take a little bit of a detour during your trip and look something up for me."
How much
on.
did she say?
What are you interested in, lady?
And she says, there is, to the north of the shrine your friend mentioned, a cursed lighthouse. He says, that has ever plagued the landscape of the coast and has drawn many, many ships to their doom. And he says, one of them was a shipment I was expecting in some moons ago. He says, I never heard word of what happened to it, but I am very keen to get some of the merchandise back. He says, there were some valuable things within that I would hate to leave rotting on the bottom of the ocean floor. So, I ask of you this. Travel there. It's not too far off from where you're going anyway. And recover my goods for me. And I will give you 500 gold. And you can help yourself to whatever it is else that you find there.
How large is that shipment of yours in terms of physical volume? Can we just carry it back on our backs?
It's small. A jewelry box. Ancient. A priceless antique.
I suppose why not? Help a person
Jewelry
in
box,
need.
eh? Well, I don't see why we couldn't have a look if we're on the way anyway. No promises, though.
And she
We'll
sort of
take that detour.
nods. Says, if you decide to go after it, then I shall be full glad to pay you upon your return, and if not, I do not hold anything against you. It is certain to be at least somewhat dangerous, given the nature of what occurs there.
Nod, okay. Sounds we got a little side mission, boys.
I'm interested.
Me too.
Mhm.
But yeah, at this point, you guys, it's probably like late in the day because it was like a 2-day journey basically back to Axholm from where you were. So I think you guys probably like stay the night.
Time for a
Yeah.
resty poos.
And yeah, the next morning, you head out, and it sounds to me like your destination is going to be the dwarven excavation site, looking for those dwarves that you ran into all those days ago. It's probably been like a few
How
weeks
far
at
are
this
these
point.
guys digging again? I mean, from the fortress itself.
From Axholm, it's not very far. It's only like 10 miles, basically. So it's like half a day. And it's pretty easy to navigate. Like you can just follow the mountain line, basically. Just like keep it on your left, and you'll be good.
Do we really want to talk to them? I
Sorry,
mean,
sorry.
shrine, treasure, lighthouse, treasure, reward, boring dwarves that probably don't have anything to say.
I'm interested in most of those words.
For what it's worth, it is literally basically on the way, no matter what you're doing, pretty much.
Well, if it's on the way,
Up to you.
Yeah, I don't mind stopping there. It's fine.
Okay. So you guys head out and begin kind of like following along the base of the mountain, kind of this like hilly area at the foot. And eventually, you make your way to an area that is familiar to most of you. Although, Sug, you yourself have never visited this place. You can see there's the sort of like ravine. Basically, like there's a ravine at the base of the mountain that like leads into like what looks like a ruined settlement, and then there's like the dwarven temple or whatever. And you can see that basically there is kind of at the top of the ravine, like set up just outside of the entrance to it. There's what appears to be like a couple of large tents, and there's currently it's about the middle of the day. There's currently like no sign of habitation in the tents. It looks like, but as you get closer, you can see like it definitely has been like abandoned. It looks as though it's been used relatively recently. The fire has been the fire has burned down relatively recently, so it's obvious that somebody is still like in the area. But yeah, so yeah, you kind of arrive. What would you like to You don't see anybody like basically at the top of the ravine, right? Like the enters down into the area where like the temple and stuff is. But what would you like to do?
what can we possibly do? Go down and investigate?
I mean, that is certainly a possibility.
Yeah,
You want me to scout?
you're a good scouty scout.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and be stealthy.
Alright, we link
Okay,
up
Mr.
with the non-Frederick people real quick.
Mr. Undead Bone Horse, fucking full of
Man.
heavy armor.
Every time. Alright,
Damn.
so Theron, Zug, and Asha link with. We'll try to
Fine.
go down and look closer. Quietly.
Okay. Yeah, so you begin to make your way quietly down into the ravine. Passing by the gate, you can see with the broken door kind of led to the side. You can still see as you're kind of like making your way down, you can still see very faint traces of kind of combat, basically like in the area in front, blood splatters here and there. Though it is since kind of like washed away mostly. It seems to still bear some signs of the battle that you and your friends had here on that day. But you push past that and into the kind of ruined settlement area. And you take like a moment to look around before you begin to like hear like crunching footsteps in like the loose earth, and what sounds like the sort of like sound of metal like punching into dirt. You know, that like a shovel kind of like digging into something. And then you hear like this like like exasperated sigh of like somebody like wiping their brow.
I see where that came from.
You don't see where it comes from, but you can hear it's basically like
Good.
around the
Like
corner in the.
Investigate where that came from.
Yeah, I mean you can like, it came from like somewhere around the corner from you. So like looking around the corner, you can see, like I said, there's a bunch of these like ruined foundations essentially. Maybe like one towards the far end of this settlement before the temple. There was that like big wall before the temple. There's like a little like house basically that is like just before there, and you can see that there are two like dwarven figures. One of whom is currently like shoveling out like a hole into the ground. The other has like stabbed the shovel into the ground. It's currently like leaning on it and like wiping sweat from their brow, taking like a long drink from some sort of water skin.
All right, I'll signal the others to come on down.
I approach.
Do we make our way stealthily or just normally in plain sight?
Just walk up. It's fine.
Okay, we all gather and sort of sneak behind the dwarf.
Just
Is it a dwarf we recognize from our encounter with the slimes?
yeah, those of you that were here the first time do in fact recognize the pair of dwarves that are currently like there.
Oh my god, those guys from the very start.
Yeah, and I mean, do you like announce yourselves and make yourself known?
Again!
I take that as a yes. Says you shout out to them. The one that was like digging sort of like throws some like dirt out of the hole and like puts the shovel to the side, and he's like, "Aye, what's all this racket then?" And he looks up and he sees "Aye, well, I'll be," and he says "So you're still alive?"
So are you.
I can say the same about you as well.
And he says
Congratulations.
"Aye, well, once you cleared those wee beasties out of the temple, there was not much to trouble us since then." And he says
Did you find your treasure?
not as of yet, but it's a big temple, lot to dig out, you know." And he says "we're making progress on it." And the other one sort of says "You got good use out of our stone, have you?"
Haven't used it a single time.
He sort of like slaps his knee. He says "Well, I can't imagine that you would." He says "You don't seem the type to split up long ways." He says "But I'm sure you'll get use from it someday." And so, what brings you around these parts again? Sad to say there haven't been any new beasties to slay.
So you haven't heard about the dragon?
And he's just sort of like, both like look at each other and then back to you and says, I mean, we knew about the dragon. Has something changed about it? Has it moved on to greener pastures, perhaps?
We're gonna go kill it.
Their eyes just like go wide. You're gonna go kill it? Yeah, crazy bastards.
Oh,
Yep.
yep. And we were wondering if you know anything about mountain climbing, since apparently this is where it lives.
We have to traverse the Icespire peaks.
Yeah, and he sort of says, fancy yourself a little bit of ice climbing, do ya? And he says, well, I suppose you'd have to, given what manner of beastie you're chasing down. And he says, me and my brother here have done our fair share of scrambling up icy cliffs and whatnot. Can't say we've climbed nothing as big as a mountain before, but the principles are the same."
How much
How
to
do
guide
we-
us up there?
Oh, he says, well, he says, if it's a dragon you're after, he says, I figure a small finder's fee, perhaps, or whatever it is you find up in its lair, assuming you come back alive, that is. And he sort of like looks and says, what would be a fair offer? He says, aye, we're not going to participate much in the climbing or in the fighting itself, but without our climbing expertise, you might never get there safely. What do you say, 10% to each? Me and my brother.
20 total.
He sort of nods.
15.
Ooh, a hard bargain, Lassie. And he sort of says, I think for a moment. And he kind of like rubs his beard. And he sort of says,
You can consult your brother because this is basically a freebie you're getting for doing absolutely nothing.
sort of say, hey, it's not exactly nothing. We're still going to be scaling the mountain, and the dragon could come out and attack us. You know, it's dangerous work. That is. And he says, well,
Do you have equipment to help protect us against the cold as well as climb?
he says, that depends. You have a taste for fine dwarven mead? He says, we've got the fiery stuff. That'll keep you real warm, all right.
Nods, you know. That's fair.
You make a fair point, good sir.
And they sort of say, you know what? 15% seems sort of fair. And he says, we can accept that bargain.
Pog.
So, when are we heading out?
Well, do we want to go to that temple first?
He sort of, he, like, tosses the shovel aside, like, clapping his hands of all the, like, dirt and dust. And he says, aye, there ain't shite buried here of use anyways.
Off the greener pastures.
Well, we're like down in a kind of like dip, right? Like in this cave or whatever. Like we're
Yeah, basically there's like a ravine like at the base of the mountain, and then
Yeah.
like at the very bottom there's like a temple like carved into the mountain proper.
Question.
Yeah, that's where they were.
Did we notice when the people were traveling to Axholm, if, like any of the merchants brought any of their stuff with them?
Yeah, I mean there were like wagons like laden with various goods and supplies. You probably didn't like get a good enough look at much of it to see if it was like merchant goods or just like general like provisions and whatnot. You're not entirely sure, but presumably they would have been interested in bringing as much of their stuff with them as possible, so they didn't lose a ton of money. So the answer is maybe.
Maybe.
Well, does it change anything for you?
So I'll ask the dwarves, how long do you think it would take you to get all supplies ready for all of us?
Sort of look at each of you, and he says, well, I'm sure that we can dig some things up and fondle in and get ready for a journey out. He says,
Fendelin's gone, kind of.
what? Gone? What you mean? Gone?
They took refuge in Axholm because the dragon came upon the city.
And they sort
They're
of
Or town.
You don't want to go there.
look at each other like incredulously again, and just sort of back at you, and he says, I suppose that would explain the sudden interest in dragon slaying then. Aye, well, Axholm then. He says, I've heard of the place. Aye, old dwarven ruins. And he says, well, we'll make our way there. It's not too far, and we can gather up supplies. Won't take more than a few days, I imagine. Depends on how much of their stuff they managed to drag with them when the beastie attacked.
Fair enough. When you get to the top of the ravine, try not to get scared of my horse. He's waiting out there.
Sort of like kind of like gives like this quizzical look, and sort of say, aye, well, we've a few things to finish up here first, and gather up some of our things, and we'll be shipping off then, I suppose.
Great. We'll meet you at Axholm.
I sort of nod. And yeah, so the sort of like shouts over in Dwarven. Does anybody speak Dwarven? I can't remember.
Let's have a look here.
I don't think so.
That is
Nope.
that
Not
is a
this character.
negatory.
Well,
If anyone speaks Aquinvo, Brad, that's me. That's mine.
question. If I speak Draconic, can I speak to that dragon once we meet it?
Presumably.
Yeah.
If it will be willing to talk, though,
Yeah,
is another
if
question
I mean,
entirely.
it
mood, yeah.
probably speaks common anyway, but yeah.
Oh yeah, so they like
I'm
basically
not sure
like,
why I
have
chose
a,
that language.
They have like a quick conversation back and forth in Dwarven as they like proceed back towards like the temple, and obviously like they're like picking up their shovels and like going to like grab the rest of their like excavation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so with that taken care of, that was about half the day. I don't think you won't quite get to any of the other destinations and the remaining time. They're both pretty equidistant from where you are. The lighthouse is a little bit further than the shrine, but you can begin. You basically make it about like halfway to either place with the remaining of the day.
Cool beans.
Any head start is good, so where do we want to go first? Lighthouse? Shrine?
Remind
How
me
are they
why we're going to the
located
shrine again.
towards each?
The bad guy mentioned it, didn't he? Mr. Evil Man.
The bad guy? I don't think he
Mr.
did.
Evil Man, no.
No, okay.
When
If you mean the
guys-
bad bard?
Oh, yeah, the bad
good
bard mentioned it.
The
That
good
was
bard.
it.
Yeah.
The good bard. Yeah, he mentioned it.
Yeah, he mentioned it basically as like a potential lead to like tracking down where the dragon might be. Saint Ramu is this patron saint of knowledge and the pursuit thereof, and so seems a good place to go and like beseech somebody for information.
I imagine the Icespire is peaked. It's a big area, so
Yeah, like it's like literally like that whole like circled area over here. So
yeah, so
yeah, it's pretty large.
maybe worth going to check it on the block.
I'd rather not spend 2 weeks up in a mountain.
Yeah, it's like
Sounds cold.
40 miles across or whatever. Plus it's mountains, so you won't be able to move very fast. And yeah, it's.
All right.
I'll
Shrine
find
sounds
another
good.
removable rod so I can just climb up it.
You just ascend into the sky.
Yeah. Infinite ladder.
Dragon Ball
I
Z
mean-
vibes.
As long as your biceps and stuff hold out.
That's fine. I got gauntlets for that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, but I guess it's up to you guys whether you guys want to head to the shrine first or this like rumored lighthouse location, which is about here. Yeah. X. Well, X there.
I'd be willing to head there.
Shrine or the lighthouse.
There being the shrine?
Yeah.
I say we get the lighthouse out of the way first so we can focus on the main task.
All right, so we're going to the shrine then.
Well, we've got 2 votes. We've got 1 vote for the shrine and 1 vote for the lighthouse.
You said the shrine is closer,
Can
right?
you
The
remind
shrine
me
is
of the
slightly
lighthouse
closer,
again?
yeah.
Like what the lighthouse's deal is?
Go to the closer one.
The merchant lady basically requested you to go there to like recover some shipwrecked cargo, basically, for payment for a payment of gold.
She said to do that like. That's the thing. It's between here and Icespire Peak, right?
No.
No, but it's like it's pretty close to where you're like where the shrine is. It's like just north of the shrine. It wouldn't be. It's like a little detour, but it's not super far out of the way.
Okay, yeah. Then we'll just go to the shrine first, and then the lighthouse. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. To the shrine it is.
Does it doesn't really matter. We could go past it, but then we'd be carrying back like boxes of goods and then trying to stop at the shrine.
She
Oh,
said
she's
it's
just
a
said
small
she.
box.
Yeah, she said it was just like a jewelry box, basically.
That's
Yeah,
what she
but-
wants us to get, but there's probably more stuff that we can
Other
get that's
stuff.
worth
Oh my
money.
god.
So,
Gotta get all those trade goods, you know.
Do you know what the carrying capacity of a skeleton horse is?
yeah, I don't know if your like staff of bird calls can provide you food for the next 2 months, but I want money.
Okay, fine.
How much
Okay.
gold did we get, by the way, from the burger blaster? I didn't write it down.
Burger Blaster.
Burger Blaster, yeah.
What the fuck,
I
dude?
mean, he wasn't a Burgermeister. He was a mayor or whatever, but I just wanted to call him my Burger Blaster. That guy, the slime guy. How much money did he give us?
I don't know. Somebody
I think we
wrote
got
it
anything
down.
from there.
Well, he gave us money before we killed him.
I think you had the whatever it was, like the 250 gold for the Axe-Home quest or whatever.
That's what I didn't know what it was. I was trying to find out how much money it was so we could split it up. So it was like 50 apiece. If it was 250.
Can't remember if we did already or not.
We got the
think I-
money. I just haven't
Yeah.
wrote it. I never wrote it down. So
I'm
I
not
don't know.
sure.
I have
Oh,
gold
that's
coins on my
true.
sheet, so I don't know.
Added it or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, if you forgot to add it, then
I'm adding 50 gold. Perfect.
don't know what I can do for you. All right, yeah. So you guys are going to head to the shrine then.
I
Shrine
suppose this is
time.
where
Yeah.
people want to go.
Very well. So, very well. You begin to make it there. Takes about like a half the day, basically, to get to. You like continue traveling for the rest of the day. You get about like halfway there. Nothing really like assaults you on the way as you're kind of like crossing the plains. You intersect basically with the road, like the main road down to the south, and then kind of camp there. And then the following day, you continue on until eventually you reach this sort of area. You can see there's like this old dirt trail that kind of heads off from the main path, and you can see there is a ruin that is standing in the middle of a vast field, kind of north of this area of what looks like marshland to the south. There's this old stone temple with a belfry jutting from its peaked roof, enclosed by stone walls, though many sections of them have collapsed. There's a basically the trail continues up to this crumbling gatehouse, the doors of which look as though they were sundered long ago. 3 of the 4 towers that were once in the corners of the outer walls have collapsed, and there's only a tower in kind of like the northeast that remains, and you can see there is a figure kind of like standing atop of it. You see like the silhouette of like a humanoid figure at the top of the tower as you are approaching. So this is about like midday, and looking around at this situation, you can see that this this area basically that you're approaching on this temple, like walled temple, is basically in the middle of this big flat open field. And there's obviously like some sort of like watchman on the tower.
Okay.
Oh.
I mean, I do have the dragon slaying swords. That basically makes me a god.
It's only powerful against dragons. I'd
But
like
what about
to remind you.
what about the minds and souls of lesser men?
Makes no difference.
Damn. So there's a watchman there, eh?
Yeah, there appears to be a figure standing watch on the north.
What do they look like?
You are probably like 100 to 200 feet out at this point, so you can only really tell that they're humanoid and appear to be like armored.
Well, I guess we got to approach. It's a big open field, so
Yeah, I mean, like, you can see, like,
let's go.
If you approach at this point, like, you're going to be spotted. Basically, there's nowhere to hide. Um,
Any chance we can shoot them?
Oh my god! I don't know they're a bad guy. God, always so quick to
I
go to
think-
violence. Honestly, I approach Brad.
I say that's preemptive measures to ensure safety.
I approach Brad.
Okay.
Cloak
Friedrich
billowing,
begins
lights sparkling,
waltzing-
birds
waltzing
singing.
up the trail towards the entrance of this area. Yeah, and I think
You'll see, it's an orc, and we'll have to fight.
as you
I mean, we would probably have to fight, but at least we are not the bad guys morally.
yeah, as you get to maybe within like 100 feet or so, getting closer to this tower, like brazenly walking through the open field, you see like the figure kind of obviously like notices you. You're just in the open field, and then like steps back from the edge, kind of like out of sight, and then you hear this loud like of like a horn being like blown. And then like
Sounds good.
shouting kind of like from up ahead.
Can
Alright.
we distinguish which language they use?
I don't think you can necessarily. It's just like basically just like it's not actual like communication. Like it's just like shouting basically.
Okay.
All right,
At least
everyone,
as far as
prepare
you can tell
yourself.
from this distance.
I'll draw my blades.
So
One
yeah, you
of
are-
them being my dragon sling sword, a +1.
I make sure to stick my horse in my backpack.
Yeah,
Do you not want to do mounted combat? Do you not want to do mounted combat, Drake?
Not when the mount's so squishy.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, this is a transportation mount, not a combat mount. If it was a
Well, I
skeletal
got my-
warhorse,
Fragile
then
and needs
maybe.
looking after.
I got my blades ready.
It'll be a combat mount once I can keep it alive.
All right. So, as you are kind of like standing back in the field here, you hear this like kind of like war horn going off, this crude sounding bellowing, and then yeah, the shouting kind of like subsides a bit, and then you kind of begin to notice like basically like footsteps kind of approaching towards you, and the ground kind of shaking beneath them. And yeah, let me just we'll just say you guys were kind of approaching from this angle. The map is only so tall, so kind of have to have you a bit closer to the wall. So here we go, and then drag you over. And let's just pop this out and
Initiative.
roll some stuff.
Nice.
I don't see my character. Where I? Oh,
Oh yeah, it's all black. Where am I? Oh, I'm up there. Okay.
Yeah, you are at the very north.
Sug knows that if you have to roll initiative, it means that someone around who's a
Is
bad
it
guy.
dark? Because I think. Oh no, I have daylight mode on, so you should be able to see everything, right?
So you guys should have rested back.
You got,
Oh yeah, I would have rested.
full HP. Yeah.
We've had like 3 long rests.
it's been days. It's been multiple days.
Baron, give your health back.
Must have just been awake this whole time, I guess.
There you
Never
go. Good
resting,
job.
actually.
You have
Good
3
job,
levels of
Fiora.
exhaustion.
Wait, does that mean we also get all of our hit dice back?
Correct.
Yeah, you would have
Yes.
recovered them all by now.
Nice.
Pogger's hit dice.
Poggers, that dice.
Poggers
Only ever used for one thing.
Okay then. That.
what do we see as we approach?
Walls.
Wow. hearing
So you begin to hear shouting, and you see what appear to be several kind of like a couple of sort of dark purplish skinned orcs that come charging out of the wall, basically like towards the alert, and then they are followed by this large kind of like lumbering. It looks basically like like huge, like swollen orc, like just twice the size of a normal orc, just rippling with muscle.
Reminds me of that like huge goblin or whatever from The Hobbit, like that huge pink thing.
Yeah, and it basically has this like bucket of like huge javelins on its back, and then this like gnarled looking kind of like wooden tree log that it's using as a club. So we have Sug, we have Asha, we have Friedrich, we have Theron, and we have Nona, and we have the enemies, which means we have everybody. And Asha, you are the first to go. I've kind of like put you over here because like you were like more technically like this way on the map, but I didn't have enough space to like put you far enough away from the enemies that way, so I just put you kind of over to here because it's like there's no openings or anything. So yeah, so distance wise, it's about how far you are.
They're not in shooting range, are they?
Not with your particular ranged weapons, I don't think.
No, I can't throw
They're
a
in long
dart.
range. You could throw a dart at disadvantage.
There's the combat
Are they?
music.
You could like you have a short range and a long range. The long range on your dark is like it's either 60 or 120. I don't remember, but basically you could walk up closer and then throw 2 darts at them if you wanted to.
If you move closer, the dart range is 60. So if you can get within 60 feet of them, you can throw a dart. But it's going to be at disadvantage.
I suppose we'll have to meet them eventually.
Hey, this is the killing you wanted.
Yeah, so you're within 60
So
feet of this guy, so you can throw your dart.
I have 8. Okay, let's see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good throw. Oh, they have disadvantage, but still, it's not bad.
Yeah. One second here.
And I have to subtract it. 7.
I mean, darts cost like
14. That will hit.
9 damage.
Deal 9 points of damage. Yeah, and then you can draw and throw another dart with your second attack if you would like.
Do I need to save them for anything? I wonder.
No. They are recoverable, so.
Yeah, you can get them back after, and they also cost copper to purchase. So
Yeah, I think
Very
they cost
true,
like
yeah.
3 copper
They're
pieces,
like-
like, get one.
Oh, okay, then let's try another one. Probably
Throw
not
that
as
shuriken.
successful.
Ooh,
Oh,
That's a good shuriken.
very good shuriken. It's so good, in fact, that the orc just cannot take it anymore.
Just dies.
He's just dead. Just like
Freaking-
basically like 2 kind of like darts. Like the first one just like hits it in the neck, and then the second one just like right in the eye, and it just and kind of collapses over.
okay.
dissolves
I
into
suppose
goop.
that's something.
And then yeah, just dissolves into whatever dark energy manifests these creatures.
yeah, you can,
Yeah, you can move some more if you want to. Otherwise, you can stand your ground there, and we'll move on.
Fine where I am, thank you.
Okay. Nona.
Go like here-ish. And I'll hold an attack for when an enemy's within 5 feet of my ally.
Okay.
I don't think they will reach. Oh, they could sprint, I suppose.
you guys have seen the orcs are pretty fast. If they
Yeah,
want
they
to
have-
be.
They have that thing where they can just, like, move up to you.
Friedrich.
That's me.
It's you.
So let's see, I will...
Besides, our front line gets
Is
to
the
move
dragon
first.
slaying sword?
I will... Let's see.
Ah, yes, the
Come
dragon slaying
on.
sword, renowned for killing orcs.
I'll move
And it
here.
Works a tiny dragon, maybe.
Dragon's
sort
just a preference. It'll kill anything.
It is within 60 feet. Just. Hiya! I mocked him viciously.
The
Swole orc man.
the ogre.
Yes, yeah, Mr. Swole Orc Man.
The swole orc. Mega giga
Yeah.
orc.
Giga Orc. I mock
right.
him viciously.
Wisdom saving throw.
I say those are some big muscles. Are you overcompensating for something? Got him. Takes 5 psychic damage and has disadvantage on his next attack.
Alright.
Yeah.
Sug.
It's not terribly wise.
It seems like that orc is really good at wisdom saves, so I'm gonna walk up here and I'm gonna toll the dead, the same swole orcman.
Rude.
I'll go ahead and actually use the
Use the
You
one
toll-
that actually does things.
yeah.
Toll his death.
Well, he
Oh,
failed.
hell.
Takes 15 necrotic damage.
Oof.
That's some big numbies.
Yeah, the variance
It's,
of 2d12.
You see like bits of like flesh from his arm begin to like slough off.
Oof.
Alright. Theron.
How far can I walk? Like right
You
here.
can go
50 feet.
30,
Do I want
and then if you
stuff
use
to
your
take the
action,
brunt
you
of
go
the
30.
damage? That's the real question here.
You can walk up
If
and
Sug is
dodge.
anything like your last cleric, then yes, you want him to take the brunt of the damage.
Yeah, so I obviously want that. Can I just stand here and take the dodge action? Is that a thing?
You can, yeah.
That's fine.
That'll give
This was
enemies
30
disadvantage.
away anyway, so.
Very well. Is that everything then?
Yep.
Mhm,
Alright.
Looks like it.
Time for a rain of javelins.
Alright, so... Time
Or for a mad charge.
a rain of mathematics.
Mathematique.
Mathematics. Just gonna move everybody.
Ahuahi ahoho.
Ahu-ha-hee-ha-hee. Ahu-ha-hee-ha-hoo.
Oh no, I
Please
can
stop.
see things from where I've moved and I don't like it.
What can you see?
What do your half orc eyes see?
What
Uh,
do your
orcs.
half-orc eyes see?
They see orcs. They're not gonna do the patented triple move, Brad.
No, I'm just doing all of their like
Yeah, just the normal movement.
all their normal moves first, then I'm deciding which ones are charging in there and which ones aren't.
Now I can see them too, and I don't like them either.
Just remember, Brad, if any of them have magic missile, I have the brooch of shielding. Ready
Of
to go.
course, yeah, the orcs with magic missile, of course.
Not just magic missile. If you get hit with like any force damage, it's persistent.
Yeah,
super
it's true.
weapon.
Yeah, if I hit you with spiritual weapon, it'll take half damage. I should summon a spiritual weapon just to spar with Friedrich while we're fighting. Keep you on your toes.
Might be the most value you've ever got now, spiritual weapon, you know?
Hell yeah. I've got so much value. I've spent so many bonus actions moving that thing.
So many bonus
Oh.
actions.
Oh my god, how many of those things are there?
Yes.
Lots. Lots. That's why I said I don't like what I see.
I'm more curious about Mr. Swolork. Swolorkinson.
Swole Orkinson.
So that's all of their movement. Basically, all of them have had to dash at this point, except for this one, and the one that's on top of the tower. So, this one is going to use
Spoiler.
its bonus action and charge. Up to you. Like so. I think
Hello.
that will
Provoke.
provoke from Nona's readied action.
Nice.
14 will kind of just hit. Ooh,
Nice.
that is one brain fried orc sending
His
straight
head
back,
explodes.
straight back to the void with you.
Big regrets.
So then, this guy can bonus action. 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 This guy can bonus action.
You lose more clerics this way.
This guy can bonus action. These guys can all bonus action from back here because I can see you.
It's Doug, do you have Thunder Wave?
No.
Sad.
Does have Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance. Yes, I have fucking Spirit Guardians.
Okay, so that's all the
That's
guys
better.
that can bonus action.
I'm not gonna use it.
And
but
then,
I have
last but not least, the guy on top of the tower is going to
He's going
hurl,
to shoot at us. I
hurl a
thought we
javelin.
shoot at him first.
He's going to hurl a javelin from on high at just the closest target, which happens to be Nona.
I can't even see this guy. He's invisible.
Yeah, he is.
He's on
Big
top-
invisible
He's
boy.
like on top
Does
of
he-
the tower.
does he-
basically.
does this-
He's like,
He's in
Is it an unseen attacker, Brad? Does he get advantage?
No, like you are aware of their presence, so it's not like he was hidden from you or
Okay.
anything.
and he's not a rogue, so he's not taking a bonus action to hide, peeking out, and
No.
throwing something.
You just throwing a javelin and miss it. So yeah, no, this javelin basically like you hear it coming towards you and you duck out of the way and it just like slams into the ground next to you, and you look up and you can see the orc in the tower just sort of like snarling down at you while going to like grab another javelin.
I'll snarl back at him.
All right.
No, you just wave back and smile.
Rawr.
Come on,
No.
Swole Orkinson.
Strike a pose for the
Swole
picture.
Orkinson. What's their
The
speed?
third.
Their speed is mucho speed.
That's no bueno.
They have reach
They have reach.
now.
Shut up.
Who knows? Sometimes large creatures do, sometimes they don't.
I know, but shut up. That's all I'm
Alright,
saying.
this
Don't
guy,
don't this guy at me.
he's got to dash around. He's too stupid to use ranged weapons. He's got to dash around. He's also
Sure.
too stupid to go after those guys, so he just runs around basically his friends right to there.
Perfect.
You hear more foot stomping, basically, and then like suddenly you hear like the sound of like just iron like crashing to the ground, from like the building to the south of you, and you see another one of these kind of like barreling out from there.
Swole Orkinson.
The second.
Oh my.
And then this
It'll be
guy,
fine. I believe.
some shouting and communication and orders being given.
We've been in worse positions, that's all I'm saying.
All right, they all had to dash, so that's it. Asha.
Oh. 15,
on.
summoning arms, 15 feet, I suppose. Over here. If I move.
Yeah, it's
I
10
will
feet
hit
around
all.
you, so you have to. You would hit. You'd hit like the first, because it's 10 feet, right? So it's only up to here. So you'd miss these two, but you'd hit basically everything else.
You would provoke from this
Ah.
guy if you walk that way. though.
That is true, yeah. Well, I mean,
I
there's
think-
enough. There's
I
enough
think-
room that you can like go around.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
I totally
yeah.
forgot there's a round.
It's a big open
Yes, I
field,
have enough
so you can
movement.
just go like around. Yeah.
Great.
Yes, summoning arms, 1 key point.
Okay. Let's see. That's 4 orcs.
And the swole Orkinson.
3 giant orcs and 2 large ones.
The Swole Orkinsons.
So
Yeah, 4
I think
orcs and 2
that's-
swole Orkinsons.
2 fails, 2 successes on the orcs. And then the swole orcs. Swole orcs, very dexterous, obviously, incredibly so. Yeah.
0.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll your damage on it.
It's all
2d6.
ogre.
How
That's a
much
Shrek
was it again?
reference.
I think it's 2d6.
It's double whatever your like monk martial arts attack die is.
Mine is a 1d6.
Yeah. So it'd be 2d6.
2d6.
This is
2d6.
That's huge.
That's a big 2d6.
So
Very nice.
this guy takes the full. That's success. That's success. This guy takes the full. And then both these guys take the full. And that is your bonus action. So you still have your action, which you can make 2 attacks with your newfound fists.
The closest one. This one.
Oh my god,
Alright.
guys, is gonna get
Just
annihilated.
yeah, just a question: real fists or fake fists? Just cause I want to know.
All of them are fake.
All of your
Even your real
Because I
fists?
have
Oh, even your real hands.
Wait, are you
because I
playing-
have my arms summoned. Why would I use anything else?
Exactly. That's what he's
Or I
asking.
can't.
He's supposed to
You've,
make sure.
you've summoned the power of your stand, but you know, like.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you turn your back and put your hands in your pocket.
Well, that's a critical hit. So this guy is just fucking. You literally just fucking JoJo this guy into paste in the ground as he dissolves into like.
Jojo this guy
You just-
into peace.
Okay. Which of the large ones failed?
They both failed. This is the one that your friends had already like dealt some damage to. This one was otherwise unharmed.
I suppose I will use my. Maybe I will.
16 is a hit. 10 points of damage. Not bad.
Oh.
All the work's
And
being
this
done
is
for
like-
me. All of them are gonna be dead by the time I get. I have no issues with that.
You
Don't
wish.
worry, more are coming.
That
Yeah,
laugh,
you'll have-
that says way too much.
How do they say there is more where that came from?
Yep.
Alright, so that is that for Asha. So Nona, you're next.
Alright, can I see this javelin guy?
Yeah, he is not hidden from you, so he does have cover, just because, you know, he's up on a tower with the
Good, he'll need it.
whatever things in the
Ah.
way.
Steady aim. You know the drill.
Okay. Well, yeah, an 18 definitely hits.
Murder! Murder!
Yeah, you just no shit taking today. You just fucking throw this psychic blade like up, and I think it probably like actually kind of just to like flex on him. You actually like throw it like through the rock somewhat.
Yeah,
And just like
because
like I
it's
don't
not
give
physical.
a shit. You just like
I was
totally
about to say
surprised.
it goes
We
through the
see-
parapet,
so you
chipping
don't-
the rocks on the way.
You don't see what happens, but basically we cut to like just this like psychic blade through the rock and just lodging itself in the orc's like brain, and he just like and like collapses backwards and then like explodes into whatever, you know, energy it is that creates them.
Throw shit at me, why don't you?
Do you want to? Oh yeah, you
I
cannot
can't.
move. So I always forget about that. Dumb ability.
So you basically turn into a stationary turret.
Black Mage.
Yes.
Friedrich.
Yep, time to attack
Black
Swole
Mage.
Orkinson the First. I swing at him with the Dragon Slayer. And probably miss.
Does that include? Yeah, that is including the extra.
Yep.
Yep. No, unfortunately, yeah, you miss. You're not
Also-
quite used to the weight of this this sword, you know. So.
Very well. Offhand
I
is the
told you it only
scimitar.
works on dragon.
Swing.
There you go.
That's
Thank
a
you.
hit.
Thank you. So I will apply my mobile flourish.
Okay.
So I will spend a D8 bardic inspiration. Fat old D8. So it takes 3 extra damage and it's pushed
Okay.
back 8 feet.
I'm going to call.
Which
that,
direction is it going back?
Just back from
away
where I am.
him, yeah.
Yeah, I push
just
it
gonna
up. I
round up.
push the target up to 5 feet away from me, plus the number of feet equal to the number I roll on the die. And then I can take my reaction to immediately walk within 5 feet of it.
What
So I will
for?
step up to here. Well, it's just so we have more space back here, you know? In case, you know, Farah needs to run away and she doesn't want to eat opportunity attacks from Swole Orkinson. Oh god, I'm not liking this suck.
I told you what I could see. Bad. Not ideal.
Sounds like
Oh,
lots of
Fiora
fun,
doesn't
actually.
fit from this angle. Okay, okay.
Yeah, Farron can't see what's coming at all.
Mhm. And it's like, oh, they almost got all the orcs.
No.
Suck.
Yeah, I mean, I might as well. I'm just gonna.
This is basically the line to where I can see.
Yep.
This.
You're just missing the bad stuff.
I'm just gonna summon
Nice,
the Spirit
that's good.
Guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
Summon
What
the
does it do?
Spirit Guardians.
Spirits surround me, and it makes every all the enemies that are in there have difficult terrain. And then they have to make a save at the start of the turn or the first time they walk into it, and they take damage, 3d8 damage.
Technically
Damage,
not
yeah.
difficult terrain. Their speed is halved.
Yeah, you're right. It can stack with difficult terrain. This is true.
It could be worse. All right, yeah. So that's your action. I assume you're just standing your ground.
Yeah, I thought about moving before I did it, but I decided not to. And then bonus action, I don't think I have much because I have to attack before I use War Priest.
Yeah,
right?
you
That's what
can't
it
use
says.
War Priest without
Yeah,
making an attack action.
exactly. So I'm good.
Theron.
Alright. Well, since I can't see what's coming, that's fine. I don't,
Time to
I
kill.
don't think I
Kill
want to
them all.
stay. Let me think. Why do I even need to think? All I ever do is whack the.
Yeah, you're
Exactly.
a fighter, so you don't have to think. I mean, you also could breath weapon, but you don't have to.
Oh, true.
Breath
I mean,
weapon
this
would
might
actually be
probably
pretty good.
this is probably
You're in
the
a
only
pretty
point at which
good
it'll actually be
spot
useful.
You're in a pretty good spot to do it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Here's a line or a cone. I can never remember.
I think Theron's is
It's only like a 15 feet cone. That's fine.
Oh, is it a
Might
cone?
as well.
15
You
feet
Then
cone.
use your
Holy
action
shit.
to
Wasn't it 2d6 or something?
You can
pretty
light
sure,
all
right?
these guys up, right?
the
Yeah,
damage
you can
get all of
increase
them.
Wow.
You can hit like the 3 orcs and then this guy, I think.
Well, this
Yeah.
is the size basically of the
Yeah.
cones. I think you can like.
Well, it's a little bit longer. It goes out 3 more squares, right?
No, this is a 15-foot cone because the way you measure it on a grid basically is like you have 1 square and then 2 square, and then it's from her. So like, I drew it very poorly, but it would be like from her.
but it doesn't have to be at a right angle. It can be rotated. Right?
Yeah, like you can do it like this as long as it's like originating from her square. Like you could do it like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
That would hit all of them.
5 damage, but they have a save.
Yeah.
Can't wait for
That's
that
painful.
updated Dragonborn coming soon. TM.
Let's see.
So yeah,
Yeah.
all the 4 orcs. What is it? It's a con save.
Yep.
What's your con mod? Theron.
2, I think.
It's gonna say DC 13.
The 2 fail.
Yeah.
That
The
would
rest
make
take-
2 saves.
Okay, the
The rest take 2.
one right in your face takes 5, and then the furthest back orc also takes 5, and that is actually the one that is already injured, and so that one is frozen.
Nice.
Wait, why the ogre make 2 saves?
He's just really
Oh, wait,
wanting to make
sorry, they
saves.
shouldn't be too safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orc popsicle?
I just assumed that you were just hitting everything for some reason. Yeah, so, and then the ogre is 2, and this guy is 2, and that guy is 2. And 2. Alright.
Question. The orcs are normal-sized creatures. They can't stand on top of each other, correct?
They cannot stack.
Yeah, they can't fill the same space. I mean, they could
Imagine if
stand,
they all just
they could
stand,
like,
like-
jump on each other's shoulders.
Like
I
right
guess.
here, like all of them stand like in this square.
That's actually how they make Swole Orkinson or whatever his name
Yeah,
is.
it's actually just 2 orcs
stack
in
multiple
a
orcs.
suit, yeah.
4
like
That's
they-
what you don't know is that like they can because they're they're void sent, they're malleable in form, right? So if any of these orcs like get a brain, they can be like, hey, jump on my shoulders, and as soon as they do that, they transform, they henshin into a
Also,
a
if they
big
think-
orc.
If they think about being immune to swords really hard, they can be.
Yeah, it's true.
Bust.
That's how it works.
Let's hope they do not engage the brain.
Do you have a move or bonus action?
I will just take the bonus action of whacking in specifically this one.
Unfortunately, you cannot take your
Oh, yeah.
you have to use the attack action to do that. So I don't think you have anything.
I think that's fine.
All right, then it is time.
Oh.
Wisdom saves.
For 4 of them, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, 2 of them succeed.
The top 2 succeed.
You could also see it as 2 of them failed.
Go ahead and just roll. It's lost in the chat log. Go ahead and roll it again.
What is the range of this?
15 feet.
And it's half.
Damn.
It's half on a fail.
Okay, so that guy, he saves when he dies anyways. He sucks.
Lame.
Saves. What a lamer. This guy, he is also dead.
My spiritual ancestors are really enjoying killing orcs. They're all about that.
Half of them are orcs. Damn, dude. But orcs just like killing anything, man.
The ones that are there right now are all humans.
The human ancestor
I mean-
enjoying killing orcs. The
makes,
orcan ancestor enjoy killing, plain and
It
simple.
makes sense because your
So I
orc,
suppose it works.
your orc ancestors don't even actually have souls, anyways. So
Mhm.
they can't even be there. Okay, so those guys going that way. Alright then. Let me drag these dead people out of here just so I have more space. And
Why do you gotta say it like that?
More space for new orcs.
and the orcs
Yes,
will
of course.
begin
What else did
to
you expect?
pile in and just fill in every available orcish seam.
They better not enter that space. That's all I got.
They will enter whatever space they want to. Let me see here. So it's 5, 10. There's a save on
Entering it. Yeah, that's why I told him he better not get over here. I warned him.
Okay. Wisdom salve.
Oh, there is a lot of prodding. How come these orcs are so wise?
If he makes the save, he takes half damage, but he doesn't have difficult terrain, so he can still, or he's not. The speed's not halved. He can still walk full speed.
Oh, if he makes it, he's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then 15, 20, 25, 30 then. Next up, this guy's 20 into there. I mean, they haven't seen anything that's like maybe we shouldn't do this yet.
Yeah, I know. It's funny.
He's also succeeds.
Well, he takes 5 damage, but
5
he can walk
damage,
where he
but
wants.
He also is going to just move in.
Your guardian spirits are a pretty useful thing.
Yeah.
This guy.
They're gonna be gone here pretty soon. Don't worry. I'm gonna get hit a bunch.
25 to there.
They don't have to all roll like this, Brad. They can roll lower if they want.
Oh, he also succeeds. So
Thought
These
orcs
fucking-
were supposed to be kind of dumb. No
30.
offense. So.
He keeps rolling
Oh,
high,
exactly.
man. Like they've got +0.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's straight towards, right? Yes, so it can go there. This guy is 30 to there, not quite in, so then bonus action he dashes in.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see if nope, he is.
Oh my god, he's
Oh.
affected. Takes 11 damage.
Okay, so it's 5,
He's
10,
exhausted from his
15.
quick dash.
Oh god, where are the rest of these guys? Okay, there's only those guys left.
There are more of them.
Yeah.
Of course there are more of them.
Oh wait, no, I don't have to go around. The fucking ogre smashed through the portcullis. Ah! Joke's on you.
Joke's on me. You walked into my fucking thing.
Damn,
That's
dude.
actually a fail, so he takes 11.
Minus 11. That was like 25. So, I mean, I guess, yeah, he's kind of just stuck there.
There's all these ghosts
Uh.
surrounding Sug attacking the orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, 5, 10, 15. No, he can actually bonus action up to here.
Haven't they gotten on by this point that, okay, it's dangerous, maybe we shouldn't rush in?
Maybe they actually just don't care.
Yeah, they are soulless monsters, you know?
hmm
And
if we kill them-
self-preservation.
If we kill them here, they just rematerialize in the other plane, so it's fine.
Alright,
He's
they're like
actually-
demons.
going to step up. Okay.
He fails.
She's stuck
It's
there.
happening. It's happening, Drake.
Yeah, they are failing. I mean, I've already done like 60 damage with this spell, so they're gonna hit me and get rid of it, but it's fine.
That's pretty value.
Yeah. Like I feel too.
I suppose the wise ones went
Man,
in
you know-
first.
I'm feeling quite shattery right now. You know, I'm feeling like a bit shattery.
Yeah, it'd be perfect if you put it in a spot where it hits me and Theron too. And maybe even you and Asha. Hit everyone, just like right here. Perfect.
Don't hit me.
Might as well.
Hey, where's that guy? Hey, get out of there. That's my aura. You stepped into my aura.
Aura.
Okay.
I'll just
aura.
be way the hell over here.
Yeah, have fun over there.
You're the only one in a good position.
Okay,
Stop it. That's not even in my aura.
it's not. All right, so that's everybody. So these two up top had a dash. The rest are able to make their attacks.
Yeah.
So
It's kind of scary.
In this corner.
in this corner, weighing in at 200 pounds, we have a lot of great
Well-
axes.
A lot of great axes. I think a whole. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So
7.
1, 2.
7 attacks maybe. I don't know how many had to like use all the axes
rest
to
of
get
them
up
are
there.
gonna. The rest of them are gonna javelin.
One on Friedrich.
Only 2 of them didn't.
Oh,
or
that's
only 2
true.
of them had to do it.
2 on Sug.
I forgot about the javelin.
1 on Theron. Okay, so we've got 2 that are only able to swing an Asha, so they're going to swing an Asha.
Oh.
God damn it. I
That's
think
25.
Oh.
That's a.
I think my cat's a little
That
bit-
one might hit. That one might hit.
That one is 16.
Yeah, maybe.
16 slashing
Yeah.
damage.
Against 2?
Asha.
Tasha. Oh boy.
It's okay, Sarah. It's only 16 damage.
He'll be fine.
Well,
Hey,
5.
at least you live through it now.
Yeah, that's true. I can live 1 crit.
This one, we've got 1 against Friedrich.
Uno attack. Get out of here, bitch!
All the way around.
Brad didn't tell you his orcs have pack tactics, so that's
Oh
actually
yeah, totally, yeah. Yeah, they're
Don't do me
actually
dirty
just,
like
like
that, Brad.
they're all like the low CR enemies all jammed together, so they've just got everything.
exactly. Yeah.
All right, 2 against Sug. Nope. And then
Okay.
1 against Theron. I think it's also a miss.
Mhm.
All right, then we got 1, 2, 3 javeliniers.
3 javelins, all at me.
All at Sug.
Oh, it
Like-
sucked.
Like, ow, this shit hurts.
Yeah, they're
Fuck
just
you.
like fuck this guy in particular.
Like this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's 1.
7.
Me?
It's reduced by 3. It's only 4.
These are actually magical javelins. I forgot
God
to tell
damn
you.
it! It works.
Concentration.
Concentration. Yeah, okay.
Second javelin.
Sure, you know what? Keep hitting me. Another 4.
Another 4. Con save.
That's the deck save.
That's a deck save. That's
That's next.
That is,
Oh no!
rip.
You have your inspiration if you want to keep it up.
Good.
You might.
The dog says do it.
Okay, sure, I'll do it.
The dog says don't do it.
I think I failed.
You failed anyways.
Oh.
I
Wow.
was saying don't do it.
That was amazing.
Alright, Spirit Guardians are gone as these 2 javelins basically just like, pierce, kind of like cutting past you.
Need
And then
more
the
cast.
last one. Nope.
That one misses.
I think that's all the orcs, I hope.
Now I've got the big
Now it's time
swogers.
for Swole.
That's all that
Orcs.
are on my screen. I don't think
I
it's all.
I think Swole Orkinson #1's angry at me. Just saying.
Yeah, he
Probably.
might be. Nona, you hear some sort of rumbling and shaking coming from behind you, and as you turn around, you see this hulking figure turn in the corner, barreling towards you.
And that was the death of Nona.
Cannot attack, I had to dash this round, but basically just like
Goodbye,
comes
friends.
barreling right towards you.
It's okay. She's not cursed anymore. It's fine.
This one is going to attack Friedrich, and this one basically just has to like walk around its friends to get to Asha. This is the big dumb. I think it does technically have to leave your threat range at one point, so you do get a free swing at it, Asha, if you want.
I do want to.
Swing, crit. Damn.
It's pretty good.
Okay, 8 points of damage.
Is it, excuse me.
Can't even, its health bar is off the screen. I can't even fucking.
This is immune.
Yeah, it's just infinite HP now. Okay, so
Oh no.
we have one swing at Asha.
So if you just don't get hit here, that'd be ideal.
Just don't get hit. Well. 13
Yes,
bludgeoning
sure.
damage.
You're fine. You're fine.
Still
It's just
alive,
13
still
damage.
alive.
You're fine.
Yeah, 29 damage. What's that? Nothing.
And then Friedrich.
Nope.
Nope. Somehow keep missing you.
Damn right. I made fun of
You're
him.
Like
have
some
any-
other people want your kind of luck, right?
I made fun of him. He's too upset.
Alright, Asha, there are just so many people. I mean, look at them all. Just
I suppose I could resummon my arms and
Good,
maybe
yeah.
hit them.
You also have the option if you want to spend a bonus action and key to patient defense, basically take a dodge
could,
for
yeah.
free. So everything that attacks you has disadvantage.
or you could just try to
Or you could AoE them. That's
or
also
you could
true.
try to outdamage them, right? You can either try to do it play the defensive or just hope to God that you like kill most of them.
They all have been hurt,
Oh.
at least some, so they are
I mean,
damaged.
even if you play defensive with like Tosaka's rules right now,
I mean,
I mean,
there's
we
always
have
a
a
chance that
cleric.
one does hit you. But if you kill all of
I
them,
don't
I'm kidding.
think. I don't think I can out dodge all of them.
Mhm.
Sure you can.
You could,
if
if
you
you
can
need
dodge
to.
a wrench,
Dis-
you can dodge a ball.
You could, if you want, disengage.
That's
Disengage
the
and
coward's
run.
way. Don't listen to Friedrich. You stay right.
Coward, yeah. What'll it be, Anja?
Yep.
And what's
get
that
all of them.
defense thingy I could do?
You can spend a key point to patient defense that lets you like dodge as a bonus action.
Yeah, because you can still attack with your main action, and then basically they all have disadvantage, so they, take the low roll. You have pretty good AC, right?
19.
Yeah, I think you have like the highest
Dang.
AC out of our whole party. So like you're dodging is pretty good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I do the dodgy thingy, and then
Okay.
I have 2 normal attacks.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you would have 2 attacks of your action.
Swole Orkinson. looking mighty swole is all I'm saying.
Wow.
Notice got that
yes.
one orc handled back there.
Yes, this one.
And
Yeah, no
Nona's-
problem.
Nona's
But-
got that one.
Have I pressed anything? Or it didn't register yet?
I haven't seen anything pop up yet.
There we
you
go.
Yes.
Alright, which one are you going against?
The large one, which is probably almost dead.
The hurt one.
Alright.
Yep, the one near me.
You see this like spectral fist fly out kind of like from the side, Frederick, into the like side of this one's skull, and it plays like the Mortal Kombat like X-ray vision as its skull cracks inwards and
Frederick is splattered with orc goo as a bonus.
the good news is that
and-
it dissolves off of you very quickly.
Yes, it's just a momentary experience.
It
And
is
I suppose the
absolutely
rest of them
disgusting.
are all fresh. No, some of them
Uh,
have been damaged
No, most
by...
of these ones they pretty much all took damage like running into the Spirit Guardians.
yes,
some of them
the
more than
Spirit
others.
Guardians.
And that kind of damage, since it wasn't like physical damage, it's hard to really tell the difference. Which ones are more injured or not.
It's like
So-
radiant damage, it's like burns.
So basically all of these guys can attack me. Oh, and this one as well.
Yeah, I mean they're probably not going to all attack you, but they can. Yeah. There's at least 3 of them that have no other targets, plus the big ogre.
Okay, you can take care of these ones. Did this one enter the field as well?
All three of the ones that are like to your left had entered the field. The only one that didn't was the one like in the very back over here. That's not actually. These guys all entered it.
Oh well, this one. Maybe I will hit it. Maybe.
Which
I
one?
don't know. Oh, I will. This. It doesn't do anything. Why?
You clicked it.
I want to do that pointy thingy
You can click and hold.
with the circle. Yes. But you have to change the tool from the ruler to the
yeah, you
regular
have to
pointer.
be using the mouse pointer too. So the bottom one then.
Yes, this
Okay.
one, please.
That will hit, and that. We'll finish that guy off. Into the pile of bodies with you. Onwards.
Nice. We're fitting the herd. Or the
The herd
horde,
is
more
the
like.
Nona.
Alright, I'm gonna do the thing.
Steady aim.
Make his head explode.
Damn it.
Almost a crit.
Yes, please.
Close.
It's
Alright.
close. You tried. Alright. 18. Very well.
Now their duel has begun.
The duel has begun. He he wrenches a bit, but unlike the weaker orcs, seems to maintain its physical and mental form for the time being. Friedrich.
I see a small Orkinson. I step up and
No, don't.
strike at him.
Don't do it.
With the dragon sword.
Dragon Slayer! Swing! I'll use a Bardic, why not? I'll use a defensive flourish this time.
Oh my god, I was afraid you were gonna like push him further off the fucking map.
Nope. So 7 extra damage, I get
Okay.
7 extra AC, so now 21 AC. You're still standing, I take it though, right?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, okay. Well, in that case, I will just hit it again with my second attack, with my normal scimitar.
All right, that is a hit.
This one's definitely the scimitar's better at killing orcs than the Dragon Slayer sword for sure.
All right, and that is your action, bonus action, and move. So we move on to Sug.
I'll use a free action to make my cloak billow.
It's a bonus action, make your cloak billow.
Damn!
It's
Should've made that
explicitly a
second
bonus
attack.
action.
Oh, fun fact: my eyes are always glowing red in this helmet.
Yeah,
but right
100%.
now I'm about to emanate a whole bunch of fucking light from all my orifices.
Oh, hell yeah.
Lewd.
Yeah, they should all
I'm
make
like-
big con saves.
Some lights coming from places I didn't know it could come from.
Oh no, that's too. Okay, one of them is taking 9 damage.
It's kind of like their best.
They got a +3.
This guy,
It's 50-50.
your radiant light that kind of shines out from you, contacts this creature of pure darkness and basically just obliterates it.
Did Sug just puke light and glitter?
Little bit.
Mostly light. Yeah.
Also
and then
rainbow effect.
bonus action, I'm gonna give this spell to Asha.
Oh,
Shield of
Shield
Faith.
of Faith.
Plus 2 AC! Hell yeah, let's
Nice.
go. Just 21 AC like me now. Welcome to 21 AC Club.
21 AC club. All right, Theron.
Murder.
So
Hit them.
technically, even if
Kill
I
them.
move right here, I won't leave this one spread raised, right? The one
you
that's right in front of
you
Sug.
you can move right there. Yeah, you can move one. You can even move two.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can move here if you want.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, Farron's getting into the fray, I like it!
Hey, this room seems pretty empty from here. Anyway, so
What's down there? What's down there?
I don't want to know. I can't see. Like my line of sight is like cut off right here. Basically.
Okay.
I don't want to know. Anyway.
I can
Mm.
see right through
Which
here,
one's
and there
better?
are no orcs.
I mean, technically, this one could move over to Asha, but I doubt it would. But I'm still gonna hit it because I might as well. That doesn't hit, does it?
13. Which one are you swinging at?
The one right in. Okay.
This
I
one.
wanted to say right in front of me, but this one.
There are a lot of things in front of you.
The one above you there. Yeah, 13.
Yes.
13 just hits.
Oh, that's
And that
nice
is enough,
actually.
to finish that
It's
one
dead
off.
now.
Yeah, that's
Hell
one
yeah.
of the ones that took the full brunt of the Spit Out the Guardians.
Kill more.
Okay. I will just hit the one in front of Sug if this hits. That does not. That one does!
Right, the one in front of Sug?
Yes.
That will kill that one.
And then that's probably that.
Sounds good to me. Orcs.
Orcs.
Smork.
Since you're
Smork.
not calculating any more movement, I suppose most of them are here.
Most of
Maybe.
them.
30 javelins come from the top of the wall. Oh no!
Most of them,
No, you got those ones too, right?
Really?
Definitely.
Really? This better be like the entirety of all of them in the shrine.
This better be every orc in
Yeah,
existence.
Brad. This better be every orc. Jerk.
Otherwise, just get the rest now too, so that we can just get it done and over with.
Alright,
Just
so...
throw all of them here.
These guys all get attacks.
Yeah.
Three
sorry,
of them,
Nona.
3 of them at Asha, because they have no other target currently.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that one was swinging at Friedrich, so 1 at Sug, 1 at Friedrich, 3 at Asha. So Asha against you with disadvantage. Uno, dos, tres. They all miss, thanks to the Shield of Faith.
Shield of Faith Pog.
Against Friedrich. That is a miss.
Hell yeah.
And then against Sug.
Say goodbye to your shield of faith.
14 points of slashing damage to you, good sir.
Alright, down to 11, and then con save. We can keep it today.
Alright, then there's 2 against Theron. I believe
One of
the
them hits.
first one hits.
Yeah.
9.
Gotta do math.
And then there are...
Got it.
There are 2
You
that
just
get...
type -7, and that's that.
there are 2 that get to no-no without using their action to dash, so... 1, 2, I think the first one hits
Yeah.
for 12.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that.
Okay.
That was
You
the
sure-
bait. That
you
was the
sure
bait.
about that one?
Yes, I'm
okay. Alrighty then.
You think this fucking swole orc is gonna hit? No,
Right? Not a chance.
not a chance.
Not a chance. Alright, so then it is the Swole Orkinson's turn. This one was kind of attacking Asha. Friedrich kind of came up and got in its business, so it's going to attack Friedrich.
Come at me, fucker. I got 21 AC. Oh, fuck me.
It hadn't been at Asha. Would have missed. Unlucky.
Take 19
Oof.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Only 19 damage. I'm good.
I'm sort of glad you came up when you did.
And then this one is going to swing at Nona.
See?
Misses.
Not a chance.
Asha.
I will use fists.
Kill Swole
This
Orkinson,
one?
please.
This one is undamaged.
No, this one is the only one that's not damaged. This guy here. The other ones have all taken minor injuries.
Okay, this I suppose. The large one.
Okay. That's a hit. 8 points of damage.
And another one.
Another hit. 6 points of damage.
It's still standing, right? Another one. Oh.
A 12. is a hit.
Oh my.
And with 3 quick strikes to the gut, you see this thing like gets its gut like pummeled in, and then just kind of explodes with the last hit.
Does my shield still stand?
Yeah, it's Sug is concentrating on it, so you just have it until it goes away.
Nice.
Do you feel safer now?
Very much so. Now I can maybe go help our friend back here.
Right.
I suppose I could use a key point for another attack, but I don't see the usefulness of it. Okay, that's it for now.
All right. Nona. Speaking of friends.
So I would like to not. So I'm gonna bonus action disengage, action dash, and get way the fuck over here.
Sound decision.
That's it.
All right. Friedrich. See Nona
All right.
like running.
My previous plan has had a wrench thrown in it by word of cowardice. All right, let's see here.
Yeah, Rogue, can you not tank that with
Look at
your
all this
10
open
Constitution
space
or
now.
something?
Could go there. Well, actually, I just gotta take
Do
an
you
opportunity
want
attack
to
on me.
though?
I'll just try and
Big
kill these
open
2 guys if I
open
can.
range.
I will slash at the guy between me and Sug.
Okay.
Dragon Slayer.
That is a hit.
Alright, I'm gonna slash at it with my second blade. And miss.
That is a miss.
That is my turn.
All right.
Wait, hang on.
Hmm.
No, that is my turn. That is my turn. Carry on.
All right, Sug. Go for it. Do it.
If anyone want to start doing acid damage to me, Brad, I'm good. Alright.
Why acid damage all of a sudden? It's not like they spit things.
One day I'm gonna make use of this, alright? One day.
It's fine. When you're fighting the dragon, I'll add a special enemy just for you that deals acid damage.
Thank you.
But
Please
it
also make sure that it only ever
also,
attacks Friedrich.
It also deals twice as much damage as is normal. So
Damn.
You know, they can all make it too, that's
Ooh.
fine. And then bonus action, I'm gonna summon a spiritual weapon.
where are you summoning it?
Right next to me.
Here's your
It
token.
misses. It always misses when I first summon it. I don't know why.
It super does miss. That is correct. Theron. Got these 2 guys locked down. Both are looking pretty ragged.
Yeah, I'm just gonna swing at the one right in front of me. This time there actually is only one right in front of me.
I mean, they're both right in front of you in a manner of speaking. But
Yeah,
One's a
but
one's a
this
bit
one
to
is
our
like immediately right in front of me. This one is like diagonal.
yeah, this one's right in front of you, and this one's left in front of you.
Yes, indeed.
Right, kill the one left in
You
front
don't
of me.
want to just ignore
Hell
this.
yes, good that one.
Really?
There we go.
Alright, that'll be good. You decapitate the 2 orcs.
Can she
Oh, I can still
move?
move, right?
You should move right into here.
You
Yeah.
also technically still have your action surge. And Battlemaster maneuvers.
Sure, you got all sorts of abilities that you
You got all
can use
kinds of
basically
stuff.
every single fight and then never do.
Yeah.
I could hit that one orc too.
You could also
Yeah.
hit the ones up here if you want to just try to take them out
Or
if
you
you
go
actually.
here.
I mean, I feel like I don't want any of those on the right side to hit you guys. Since your HP is already like, you know.
I mean, if you want to tank those guys, more power to you.
Alright.
But you probably don't.
Might as well.
Somebody's got to do it.
Fine.
I'm just gonna go ahead and action search, which gives me how many more thingies?
Two
You get
attacks.
2 attacks, yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna hit the only one that I can hit.
That's a hit.
Pretty sure. Whoa.
That's a, yeah, you
I
actually
did.
run up and kill it.
Snicker
Nice.
Nona is just
Alright.
surrounded by bodies that are just teleporting over here.
shack. They're just actually crystals.
I like how Nona's like next to almost.
Yeah, no one is at the corpse pile.
I'm blending in.
Is Nona gathering an army of dead orcs to lead into combat?
This is the best place to hide. They'll never
Nona
look.
multi-classing into Necromancer? I see.
I
Alright.
mean, didn't they all like disintegrate though?
They do.
They do, yeah. The course file does not exist. That's what
They leave behind a gem, right?
sometimes.
Oh, okay. It's not every time.
Usually not the orcs.
I see.
They're too.
Wait, do any of them leave those crystals behind?
Not so far that you've seen, no.
All right.
All right. Now we get a orc bonanza. Two have no target but Asha, so they are attacking Asha. We'll do 2 on Asha, 2 on Sug, 1 on Friedrich, 2 on Aaron. So against Asha, that is a miss, and that is a miss due to Shield of Faith. Sug. Wham bam.
That's a hit.
Ouchie.
8 slashing damage.
Okay.
One Shield of Faith.
Yeah, we still got shift. That's an important one. You know, I'm not gonna lose that one.
Friedrich.
Get out of here.
Miss. And then Theron. Bam bam. I think the 16 does get you, yeah.
Yeah.
For 13. And then
Ouch.
it is the last remaining soul Organson, last of his kind.
You just need to withstand this attack, and then you got your second wind.
I hope it actually is the last of its kind.
It's gonna make you the last of.
It deals you 17 points of damage.
I'm still alive!
You got second wind. You're good. You got second wind.
You've got so many
Yeah,
fighter features that
fine.
recharge basically every fight. Asha.
Okay, time to swing at the ones that tried to kill me. Going from the top, but it does nothing. This one, starting here.
That is actually enough to finish that one off.
And then the third one.
I think now it's time to use your key point.
Yes, now it's time to use my key point for another attack.
13 is a hit. That is not enough to finish that one off.
Oh,
Sag.
okay.
Big Sag. Nona.
I think this idiot moved in range. Yeah, he did. All right, I'm doing the thing.
Goes head up.
Stop calling him an idiot. It's rude.
All right.
No, it's not.
Shouldn't
He
have limited-
deserves it. He deserves it, and you know it.
19. Why brain hurt?
Big ouch.
That was good RP. I felt very immersed.
Friedrich.
Yep. So the one below me, Dragon Slayer.
He is dead. He had 3 HP.
Perfect.
You killed him.
The one next to him, he gets the non-Dragon Slayer. Sag.
Oh, no.
That is a miss.
That's turn.
I thought the scimitar was supposed to hit.
It's
Dragon Slayer's been hitting more as of late.
So,
I'm gonna hit the one to my left.
oh wow. Big
Wow.
place. Yeah. That's,
Well, very unconventional.
That's a hit. 11
Is it
points
still-
of damage.
Still
yeah, that
kicking.
one was uninjured, so.
Okay. Oh, spiritual weapon. I summoned you, so you should get used. So I'll attack the one on my right with the spiritual weapon. Okay, buddy.
That's a miss.
All right, there, guy. I see how it is.
Value spell. Value slot.
Yeah.
Oh, Theron.
Second wind, save me.
Do we have any idea around like what kind of HP these guys die? Since we killed 2.
Well, it's
They're
hard
pretty,
to judge
yeah,
because
hard to-
Nona
hard to judge.
doesn't do
um,
physical
I
damage.
mean,
Yeah.
you do have superiority dice, and I think
They're
second
pretty,
wind's only a bonus action.
They're pretty beefy. You'd say they're probably worth, at least 4 orcs each.
Do I kill the orcs or do I kill the big guy?
I would focus the big guy because I mean,
Yeah.
if you miss one attack on the orc, you're not gonna kill an orc. But we don't know
Yeah.
exactly what HP he's at.
Alright, I'll kill Swole Orkinson. Or at least attempt to.
Yeah. Plus his AC is lower, I think, than the orcs. We've
First,
seen-
He
does
is
this
basically
hit?
just like completely.
The answer's no, because
it's not that low. But
life.
Yeah, you could roll higher if you want.
would not be
Good.
nice.
You can just continue to.
Alright, I'm gonna use a
Superiority
superiority die, I don't know,
Oh my
trip
God.
attack or something, I guess. Pretty sure it's a 1d8.
Yeah, it's a D8. I mean, you got a few different ones. I don't know which ones you picked.
I said trip.
The big one.
Okay.
You're gonna trip this.
I think
big
it's
guy?
the only one I've ever seen you use. I don't know what your other ones are. He is not tripped.
That's sad. Why doesn't he just get tripped, you know?
Because he's very strong.
Because
Does
he's
it hit?
very
Oh!
big and sturdy. And has
Not
large
second
feet
winding.
to stand on.
That's a hit.
I can hit 3 times, you know?
Well, if you use your bonus action, therefore you don't second
Yeah.
win.
You can't second wind if you use your bonus action for the last attack.
Can I still just not?
You can pull your attack back if you would rather, you know.
Okay,
kill
Yeah,
yourself a
you're
little.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
playing
I'm too
carry.
scared of this damn thing.
So that would be a D10 plus 5.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
Oh.
Nice.
that's like one attack from that big guy.
That's like one big guy. Yeah.
One big guy hit. You hit heal for 15. Oh.
I can hope, right?
All right, the orcs are coming, and they don't
Orcs,
stop
orcs.
coming, and they don't.
They
stop
always
coming,
were.
And they don't stop coming. and
That's
they don't stop
disgusting. Can they
coming.
come somewhere else?
No.
We're in public.
No. They are going to swing with their great axes. One against Asha. It makes it past
Oh,
the
no.
spiritual shield of spirits, and
Oh,
I believe
no.
knocks Asha out.
Uh-huh.
Bam! Great axe.
Oh no,
Uh,
I'm at 0. I can't
Sug.
have -2 HP.
Mm-hmm.
Wabam.
Okay.
That's
I see you.
10 to you.
Yeah. It is
For Redrek.
reduced to 7.
Bam. You have no bonus AC right now, I believe.
No,
So that's 11 to you, my friend.
I'm good.
Theron. Wham.
I don't wanna know.
Bam. First one.
Second
misses you
hits.
barely. Second hit. For 9.
Aren't
then-
you glad for
Orkinson.
the second wind?
Orkinson friend, I know we've hurt you in the
Swole.
past, but
Orkinson
I want you to know that you're
lines
actually a
up
really fun guy.
with the golf club, and he takes a swing,
Yep. Goodbye, everyone.
and he does not.
Nice. I'm still alive!
1 HP.
1 HP.
Oh, I gotta love it.
I'm
Alright.
fine, everyone. I'm fine.
Asha,
Death
go ahead and
saving
make me a
throw?
death saving throw. It's a
Um,
flat D20.
I
I don't think there's a button on these sheets. I think you just have to roll the D20.
no,
There is a
I
button.
think there is
Is
a
there a button?
button.
If you click the word that is death save, it rolls for you.
Yeah, that's correct. All right, that is a.
Is that
That's a success. Yeah.
Yep.
There's
success?
more.
Okay,
There's
I
more.
take
10
one
and up,
success.
obviously. Yeah. No.
Slightly easier to not die than.
Yes.
All right, same thing, big guy.
55 versus 45. That
Yeah.
to me that looks like a you rolled a 9. I'm just kidding.
I rolled the 14, not the 20.
He's dead.
My job here is done.
Oh. Yeah, we
I
got
mean, I wish your
that.
job weren't
You
done. There's
haven't
still
done
like 5
anything.
left.
I killed the ranged guy. I killed the
Alright.
big guy. It's fine.
Yeah.
Friedrich,
I think Farron's good where she is, you know.
1 HP in a dream.
Exactly.
I
I'm
love
going
how
to
everyone trusts me this much.
I'm going to step onto Asha's death square.
Oh man.
I
gonna
hope
s-
you're doing it carefully so you don't actually give me any bruises on top of what I already have.
Yeah. Roll
That's
for
fine.
accidentally stepping on her head and breaking her neck.
Lol. Alright, I'll attack this guy first. Yeah, the one that Sug can't attack with the Dragon Slayer!
Okay, keep it together.
It was that's a hit.
That's
And
a
he is,
hit.
he's dead.
Still standing?
No,
Oh, he's dead. Alright, perfect. Then I will aim down at this one here and attack it with the normal scimitar.
That one. It's also dead.
Then I'll step off of Asha's square. That is my
Why,
turn.
Alright.
thank you. It feels easier now being unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's like a really heavy weight in your dreams all of a sudden. It was, yeah, it's strange. Sug.
All right, spiritual weapon. We're gonna start off with you. We're gonna let you lead the charge this time. I realized
Maybe
you
it'll
want
go
to
better.
be the
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to be the star of the show. No,
No,
you don't want to
no,
do anything.
nope.
You're gonna be useless.
Nope. No.
Does
He
this
thought
thing
just
ever
being
do
there was
anything?
You put so much pressure on him that he couldn't perform.
And then
True.
I'm going to upcast this spell.
I think they make like
very low.
I think they make like an ointment or something for your spiritual weapon that would fix that problem.
Myself, Asha, and Theron all get 10 HP.
All right.
Thank you.
Do I just spring back to life?
Yeah, because it increases your current and maximum. So.
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
And I don't move anywhere.
Theron.
When I hit the one above me,
Go for it.
if it rolls higher than a 9 this time.
9. Well, it
I
did.
I mean, it rolled higher than a 9.
It didn't roll high enough above a 9, unfortunately. It gave you exactly what you asked for.
I want to use superiority die on this one.
Okay.
Which one?
An extra 4 damage.
Just trip it. It never works anyway.
Big trips.
Orc man, you tripping?
He be tripping. He be tripping. He falls over.
Knock him to his
What does that do again?
You have
You have
advantage.
advantage to stab him with your offhand.
I mean, if you
Might as well stab him again then.
Yeah.
If it hits.
Yeah, he's still alive, so.
It hit?
Yeah, that hits. So you just like slice it down at him while he's on the ground, and you
He asked for it, you know.
I guess you're pretty annoyed.
I
by
didn't
now.
start this fight.
pull his guts out. All right.
Yeah, you know
Technically,
what?
Friedrich did,
Yeah,
like
so
he
you
always
ran
does.
up to the fort, just dancing and singing. Not me.
That is all.
I didn't yell at them, I'm gonna kill all of you.
That's true. I just walked up. You know, I hadn't
Figure
attacked
out
them.
this fight. That's all I'm saying.
It is time for the orcs. The last orcs. This guy needs to join the body pile. All right. One at Sug.
Nona, how are you feeling over there?
Oh, I'm fine.
That is a miss. And then
parry.
Theron. That is also a miss.
Very nice.
Never been better.
Do it. Asha, you are conscious. You're prone on the ground, but you can stand up with half of your movement. Your arms are still summoned,
Yes,
I
please.
think.
Since I'm not going anywhere. Well, I suppose my arms are gone since I lost concentration, but I will make a usual.
Yeah, do they disappear when you go unconscious?
I'll double check it, but I don't actually know.
It doesn't say, but
I think it's dead.
yes, the only thing I can attack.
No, I guess they do stay around.
They vanish if you're incapacitated.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they
yeah, I
are.
see. You're incapacitated or die. There you go.
Or die.
Or die. Yeah, that is.
Yes, the death will do that to
That
you.
is a dead orc. He just like crushes skull in.
And I suppose I could move up to here.
Yeah, you got what, 20 feet left? So you can
Give exactly
literally
enough
just,
to get
just
over there.
barely make it over there.
Yeah, kill it.
Give him a couple
Yes,
punches.
and again a normal punch.
Little punchy.
I
Yep,
think
that's-
that does it.
Yep. He was uninjured before though, so he's still up. All right.
Nona's got this.
Time
Yep.
for.
Asha's got a bonus action attack there, right?
Oh yes,
Oh,
bonus
yeah.
action.
Yeah. Get that last hit. Oh well.
I don't think you missed.
Oh,
Alright, no, get that last hit.
It's
yes,
mine.
no, I get that last hit.
Miss.
I'm the 80 carry. I get all the last hits. Oh shit.
This is what we needed to crit.
All right.
This is
Well.
the perfect time.
You dealt like an insane amount of damage to the orc with 5 HP left. So.
54 damage.
Where was that hit
Timing.
when the big
Oh, sorry, not
orc was
54,
slaying
44.
Fiora?
Perfect
44 damage.
Perfect timing. For that.
Classic.
And with that, you
fuck.
no longer hear the screams and battle cries of orcs in the surrounding area. And I think that with the conclusion of this, as you all gather around, to tend to your wounds and kind of investigate a little bit further, that we shall end things off here for today and pick up next time with whatever lies inside of this accursed orc-infested place.
Hopefully no more orcs.
Hopefully a lot more orcs.
There you go.
You're supposed to be hoping for dragons.
Dragons. There's a dragon in there. Sorry.
Listen, I need to get used to the dragon sling sword. This is practice.
And no crystals fell right at all. None of them.
No. Yeah,
Well, if this was true practice, I really hope you're not going to miss a single hit on that dragon.
No, you know it. It's not happening.
You had enough practice on these 20 orcs and 3 swell Workinstons.
You have to get within melee range to hit the dragon. Anyways, so...
True.
Yeah, we will end.
See, that's why we need
here.
Falcon.
Who would like to do the recap for next week?
James?
Not my turn.
All right, well, I did use
Yes,
my
it's your
inspiration,
turn.
so I guess I'll do it again.
It's gonna spam do it. I think Fiora doesn't have inspiration.
No.
I think Sug doesn't have inspiration. I think that's it.
I think
You wanna
after
do-
Fiora, it's supposed to be me again.
I think
If
it
you
is.
want to do it, Fiora.
I think it's Fiora's turn.
That's fine. I'll talk about the 20 orcs and 3 swell Workinstons we killed.
Yep.
Yeah, you have to
Make sure-
describe in very, very detail about how every single one
Yes.
was killed.
You need to go into detail as well about the dragon slaying sword. Like I expect that
Of
to make
course,
a prominent
yeah.
position in the recap.
And don't forget the crit.
If I put that in the recap, you better not miss a single hit on that dragon. Son.
It's not happening. I'm not missing. I told you. It's not. I'm not missing.
Yeah, the
All right.
clutch critical hit.
Yeah, if he gets one shot, he can't ever make an attack, so he can't miss.
True.
God damn it.
Also, if he never gets close enough, you can never miss either because he just never tries.
Dragons do have an ability to fly. It is true.
Also, the ability to probably kill any of us in one blow.
Brad, can we be level 6?
But if you below your cloak hard enough, you could probably fly as well.
If you believed, if you were just better at believing.
If you believe it. Naruto. Anyways. Right, so that is that for today. Thank you all for playing. Hope you enjoyed, and we will reconvene next week.
No, I
same time.
didn't.